I always loved being an angel with tinsel around my head, although I was always pretty jealous of Mary, who got to lay the doll in that hayfield bed. The nativity, a yearly spectacle, pretty predictable. Boys would wear tea towels, Mary's always in blue. Mums and dads joining with carols that they've known since they were 2. There'd be mentions of donkeys, of sheep and a star, and shepherds and wise men travelling from afar. We've heard it all, we know the story, right? But I want to know what really went down that night. Is it just a fairy tale, a yearly story that we repeat because it's sweet to hear the kids sing Silent Night? As I've got older, I've questioned what it's all about, and so I've had a look into the story, and here's what I found out. Mary was 13 or 14 when an angel appeared, telling her not to fear, but God was near. She agreed to carry and deliver a child that the story says would go on to save the world. But first, she had to travel over 80 miles with Joseph by her side, which was not an easy ride for someone who's 9 months pregnant. But along the route they travelled, I've read that robbers and lions were a danger, and you don't see lions in the nativity standing there next to the manger. But finally they arrive in Bethlehem. Joseph is desperate to find a place for his wife, who's ready to bring this new life into the world. But no relative, no person would give them a space. There was no place for them, no comfort for these travellers. And after 80 long miles, and with sore feet, I'm sure, they were offered a stable floor. And the stable was actually said to be a cave. And there on that day, in the dirt and the hay and the dark and the cold, Mary first got to hold her son. And so these teenagers find themselves alone, so far from home, on the floor where the animals are kept, no doubt in shock as their newborn slept. The story goes that this baby was God come to join us and walk the earth with his people, that he'd teach us about love, peace, forgiveness, seeing all as equal. This baby in their arms would grow to be a man and give up his life for you and me as they drove nails through his hands. And if that really happened, like if that's really true, then what does that mean for me? And what does that mean for you? Like, what if that isn't just a story and God really came to earth in an ordinary way with an ordinary birth to show us ordinary people an extraordinary love, a promise of freedom, of peace, of new life, a promise that he cares and wants to know us. So I don't know where you are on the scale of Jesus, truth or fairy tale, but this story still captures the attention of billions over 2,000 years later. And it makes me wonder deep, deep down, what if God really came to town?